Hello guys and welcome back to another video on my channel. Now today I'm doing a match reaction on Luton Town versus Preston North End. But at this moment in time, as I'm recording the video, it's currently 4 minutes to kick off and no one can actually sign in to iFollow. So I don't actually have a match to react to at this moment in time. But when it does start working, and fingers crossed it does start working, this game is so important for both teams. Preston, obviously, they need the points to stay in the playoff places, and Luton need the points to stay up this season. If you guys haven't seen my match preview, make sure you go and check that out before watching this video. But at the moment, we have no game to watch. But I'm going to just react to the team news as that's all I can talk about at this moment in time. So the team lineup for Luton is Sluga in goal, Craney right back, Dan Potts left back, centre back partnerships in Pearson and Carter Vickers, Glenn Ray in that defensive midfield role, Tony Cliff and Pelly in midfield, Izzy Brown in that number 10, and then Cornick and Collins up top. But we do not have Luwa on the bench. I think Luwa is lacking fitness, so that's why he's not been put on the bench. But a positive lineup by Luton. I know that Preston's key player, Alan Brown, he's currently playing right back for Preston in today's game. So it'd be interesting to see if we do attack down that left-hand side where he will be playing. But yeah, at this moment in time, there's no game to actually react to as iFollow is not working, which was always going to happen as iFollow can't even handle the overseas fans even watching the service. So imagine the thousands of UK fans trying to watch it. It's just never going to work out, and this was always going to happen. It honestly should have been live streamed on YouTube. The organisation by the EFL has been appalling throughout the whole of this, and yeah, I don't think we're going to have a game to react to. Right, the live stream is now working. Apparently it's working on mobile, so I'm currently watching the game on my tablet. Good quality as well. Hopefully it stays like this. This was always going to happen with iFollow. You can never trust it, but according to the heat map, which I'm currently watching at the moment, Preston are slightly the better side, but nothing's really happened in the first 15 minutes. I know Sluga has just made a save through Maguire. This is a must-not-lose game for Luton. We should be getting at least a point as we are down there in the bottom. I've just seen that Barnsley are winning as well, which isn't good for Luton. I know Middlesbrough lost 3-0 against Swansea in the earlier kickoff. I'm quite positive at the moment. I'm very excited to see what we can do, and yeah, hopefully Luton can get something from this game against Preston. Right, we're currently in the 22nd minute of the game. The boys are having a drink break. This is a new thing as obviously it's just to help the players ease themselves in. But so far, I think Preston have been the better side in my opinion. I think Carter Vickers and Dan Potts have been our best players so far. We look really good at the back at the moment. We're quite solid. A slow build up as expected as it's the first game back. But looking forward to see what we can do in the next 20 minutes of this game. Right, so it's currently half time at the moment. It's 0-0. I think it's been quite an even game so far. I think Preston have slightly been the better side. They've had better opportunities. Defensively, they look the better side. I think Carter Vickers has been our best player in that first half. Cornick, for me, hasn't performed well enough. There was an opportunity in that first half for Luton where Cornick and Glenn Ray had the chance to hit the ball on the half volley, but because they didn't talk to each other, they both went for it and then the ball went behind them. If they talked to each other at that point, we could have scored. It was a good opportunity to score a goal, but they didn't, and we are currently 0-0 at the moment with Preston. Before the game, I was very positive with the lineup. I was very disappointed to see Tunnicliffe in the side. I'm not a fan of Tunnicliffe, and if you guys have been watching me for a while, you know that I'm not a fan of Tunnicliffe. I think he's been poor throughout the whole season, but he's doing okay. It's been an average first half as expected. Not many chances have been created. Sluga's made a few good saves. I think Gallagher in midfield for Preston's done really well. I think in the second half we need to attack down that left-hand side. Like I said, Preston have got a right back who's not actually a right back. He's a midfielder. So we need to take advantage of that. I feel like we keep going down the right hand side because Harry Cornick plays down on the right. Whereas I think Collins needs to swap with Cornick. So then Cornick is attacking that non-right back. But so far, it's been good for us. We're not losing. We need to, in the second half, to create more opportunities, test the keeper a bit more. It'd be amazing if we can actually get a clean sheet first game back and also win the game, obviously. Right, Luton are 1-0 down. A quick goal straight after half-time. This was a common thing under Graham. We used to concede quite a lot of goals straight away in the second half. Nothing really Sluga could have done about that. It was a good finish by Sinclair. Craney, I think, should have done a bit better. It's very silly how we've lost the ball. He was in control of the ball. We then lose possession in a dangerous area, and then Preston have just countered on that opportunity, and it's a shame really because it's straight after half time. It's not really an ideal place where you want to concede a goal. Right, we're currently midway through that second half, and to be honest with you guys, I'm very disappointed with that performance. Going forward, for some reason, was just non-existent. Like, their keeper has not made a save. We've been very poor, and I don't know why we've been very poor. I think Carter Vickers has been our best player. Like, defensively, he's been really good. We're yet to make a substitution, and I think it's time for Nathan to make a few changes. We're not doing well going forward, and we need to create opportunities for ourselves. Preston have just been the better team, if I'm honest with you guys. Something needs to be changed as going forward. We're just not good enough. Defensively, Preston are very good. But going forward, we need to do a lot better. We've made 3 substitutions now. Izzy Brow's come off, Martin Craney's come off, and Glenn Ray's come off. Then Moncur, McManaman, and James Bree have all came on as well. I feel like we've changed the formation. We've either gone for a 4-4-2 or a 4-3-3. I'm not too sure what type of formation we're playing between those two, but it'd be interesting to see how we set up in the next 5 minutes. Only 15 minutes left in this game. We're yet to have a shot on target. It's not been good going forward. We need to change that in the next 15 minutes. I can't believe it. Our first shot at goal, Callum McManaman gets it. It's unreal. Honestly, I'm speechless. Like, our first opportunity at goal. And then 2 minutes later, after we scored, Ryan Tunnicliffe had a really good opportunity from distance to obviously score the winner, but just wide. But fair play. Our first opportunity at goal and we score it. Like, we've been very poor going forward. So we don't deserve it, but we've got it. We'll take it. So the game has ended 1-1. Now, here are my thoughts about that game. I felt going forward, we were very poor, not good enough. And we did score with our first shot on target, which was very lucky. You know, I felt Preston, they will feel hard done by, that they should have got the 3 points. I felt in that game we did defend really well for certain periods. I felt when Preston got their goal, which shouldn't have happened, you know, it's basic defending. Craney and Pearson were at fault for that goal. Nothing Sluga could do. But then when Preston did score, they had like a 15-minute period where they just controlled the game. I felt like we needed to make a change like after an hour. But Nathan, he is known for making late subs and late changes in the game. We should have done something after an hour, but we didn't. We left it another 15 minutes after that in the 75th minute where we brought on 3 players which actually made the difference. Moncur, Bree and McManaman, they kind of changed the game a little bit. You know, we looked a better side going forward and we did look like we were going to score a goal. Like I said throughout the whole video, Preston played a midfielder at right back for 75 minutes. After 75 minutes, they actually brought on a right back and that midfielder who was playing right back went into the middle. We as a team should have took advantage of that, and I felt when we did attack down that left-hand side, we looked very dangerous because the player who was playing right back isn't a natural right back. So we should have done a lot more attacks down that left-hand side. I felt Collins and Cornet needed to rotate, so it should have been Cornet with a bit of pace, with a little bit of skill, attacking that non-right back. For me, Carter Vickers is man of the match. Carter Vickers was amazing. Solid performance from him. Towards the end, he started to get tired, but as expected, that would happen. But he was brilliant, and we need to make sure he stays fit throughout the remaining games left in the season. He's our best defender by a mile. For me, Craney and Pearson, they were very poor today. They should have done a lot better. And obviously they were at fault for the goal. Looking at Preston, I thought they defended really well at times. You know, there were times where we just couldn't break them down. And it eventually took to the 87th minute for us to actually have our first shot at goal. Fair play for Preston for doing that. So that's why Preston will feel like they should have got the 3 points. But they did defend really well. And I felt Gallagher for Preston was very good in midfield. I felt he dominated possession quite well. So Preston, they will feel hard done by because they should have got the 3 points in their view. I jotted some notes down throughout the game. I felt we lost possession quite a lot. We committed a lot of individual errors throughout that game. But what I felt we were very good at doing was winning the ball back and making sure that we keep it. Preston, I felt they were very good at creating opportunities through their set pieces and also individual skill as well from their individual players. I felt they created a lot of effective goal scoring opportunities, but they were very poor at finishing it. And I felt like if this was their second or third game during this run of fixtures, they would have done a lot better. But because it's the first game back, that's why their finishing wasn't on point. Looking at the table, we have moved to 24th in the league, but the gap's got smaller. Before today, we were 6 points away from 21st. We're now 5 points away. As long as that gap doesn't get bigger and we start gaining more points, then I still believe we can still stay up this season. Charlton beat Hull today, so Hull's bad form continues. Barnsley got a very surprise win away from home against QPR. Stoke got a 1-1 draw against Reading, so they're down there, Stoke. Wigan beat Huddersfield 2-0, so that's a surprise result there. And obviously in the earlier kickoff, Swansea beat Middlesbrough 3-0. So guys, that is the end of the video. Look, I'm happy with a point. Obviously going forward, we need to improve, but at the back, I felt at times we were very good, especially from Carter Vickers, but Pearson and Crane definitely need to improve. Pearson, for me, just looks like he's got a mistake in him every time, but that needs to improve. But anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure you drop a like, comment down below your thoughts about this game against Preston North End. Do you think we deserved a point from this game? Let me know down below. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Don't forget to follow me across all my social media if you haven't done already, and I'll see you guys in the next video.